My name is Dr. Udobi Owoloja, and I'll be taking you through FIN221, which is fundamental of deposit insurance. So quickly, we'll be looking at the concept of financial safety net, and our learning outcome are as follows. It is assumed that at the end of this unit or this study session, you should be able to explain the need for deposit money bank supervision and what led to financial safety net. You should be able to explain what financial safety net means and to list the aims and components of financial safety net. So quickly, we'll be looking at deposit money bank. Deposit money bank, which can also be referred to as commercial bank, is a registered organization that is licensed to receive money or other financial instruments from the public and to also create credit by giving a loan to its customers at a specified interest rate. It is the pivot that tends to balance the disparity and to help in reconciling the divergent requirements between the surplus income unit and the deficit income unit. Yeah, I said it is the people that tend to balance the disparity and to help in reconciling the divergent requirement between the surplus income unit, another word for that are the savers, and the deficit income units, which we also refer to as the borrowers. And how do they achieve this? Is by pulling all deposits received from savers and channeling it to the borrowers for investment purposes and for further creation of credit. Financial intermediaries play an important role in any economy's growth and development. It is this institution that the regulatory authorities use as a channel in the transmission of monetary policy, which means in Nigeria, CBN and NDIC, all the policies that is being created are, they channel it through the commercial bank to the economy. It is paramount for this institution to be highly supervised and regulated to ensure a healthy and stable financial system. Most importantly, to restore and boost confidence that have been eroded by various bank failures. The lack of adequate supervision of the financial institutions and the losses suffered by depositors in the past bank failure led to the establishment of the financial safety net, which is meant to protect depositors. So, what do we understand by financial safety nets? Financial safety nets are mechanisms designed by the government to prevent bank failure or to minimize the adverse effects of such failures when it occurs. These are sets of rules, regulations, and institutions that will ensure a safe, healthy, sound, and stable financial system. The primary aim of the financial safety net are as follows. One, to ensure the stability and integrity of the financial system, to promote the competitive efficiency of the financial system. 3, to protect the consumer of the industry, including the depositor. 4, to ensure orderly failure resolution or failing and failed financial institutions. When we say failing banks, are banks that are already showing signs that they cannot meet up with its financial obligation, that they are struggling to meet up to settle their depositors and other various stakeholders. While a failed financial institution is that cannot meet up with its financial obligation, irrespective of what. So we'll be looking at the component of the financial safety net. The financial safety net comprises of three major components that interact to achieve its goals. In other words, its objective. Number one, we refer to it as lender of last resort. The two is banking prudential regulation and supervision. While the third is the deposit insurance system. So let's look at this component, lender of last resort. The central bank of most countries are saddled with the responsibility of regulating and overseeing the affair of financial institutions and their liquidity problem. Most countries' central bank is referred to as lender of last resort because they offer loans to banks or other eligible deposit institutions that are low in cash. It could also be banks that are experiencing financial difficulties or banks that are considered highly risky or near collapse. It is one of the resolution process put in place to salvage a sick bank. The two components is what we call banking prudential regulation and supervision. This can be defined as a body of specific rules or agreed behavior, which can be self-imposed, imposed by government or by other external agencies. Powers and responsibility differs from one country to another. Country A may decide to assign this responsibility, or talking about supervision now of financial institutions. They could decide to assign the responsibility to a central bank, while other countries may decide to delegate the mandate to a separate entity to regulate its financial system. For example, in Nigeria, that mandate is given to both central bank and NDIC. They work in collaboration to regulate the financial institutions. The third component, that is the deposit insurance system. This is a protective measure put in place to guarantee depositors of insured financial institutions in the event of insolvency. Insolvency means when bank does not have cash, cannot meet its financial obligation. You as a depositor, you go into a bank and they will start giving you stories. You cannot collect your hard-earned money that has been saved in a particular bank. So let's quickly look at the summary of this study session. We talk about the financial safety net, which we say are the mechanism that is designed by government to prevent financial institutions from failing or to reduce the impact of failed bank on the depositors and the economy. This is necessary to be in place to protect depositors and the financial system. We also talk about the components, lender of last resort, banking prudential regulation and supervision, and also the deposit insurance system, which we can also refer to as the pillars of the financial institution, the financial safety net. So before we end the class, I want you people to go through these review questions. Number one says, discuss 3 aims of financial safety net. And the second question says, what led to the establishment of financial safety net in Nigeria? I will implore all of you to try your hands on it, because in our next class, I might decide to call on any one of you to give us explanation. So at this point, I want to thank you all and also to wish you a wonderful day.